just 10 torches.
Okay. Yeah, whatever it costs out of the core book.
Okay.
No problem, Urchin Puddle. Good to see you, man. No problem. Glad you won it, man. Glad you won it. I'm getting it spiraled, so I should have it out to you by hopefully Wednesday or Friday next week. So you'll be getting it pretty soon.
What do you need?
I'm out of character for a second, Dave. It says I
Sure.
have 10 rations. Am I using that number? Or
Sounds good.
Am I
Yeah.
at 0? Okay.
Sounds good, yeah. Yeah, you've got 10 rations, but you haven't had to use them because you've been basically living at the Jewel of Her Arms. So you've been living off of Dolliver for a while, but I'm sure you'll take care of that debt.
Of course.
Hey, Waldorf.
I'll buy 5 torches.
He won a... Okay, whatever the player's handbook says, go for it. Well, whatever the core rulebook says. Also, you can click on the core book that I put inside your character sheet also, and you can scroll down to core book, click on it, and then down at the bottom I have all the equipment, stuff like that. So.
Alright, thank you.
Colonel Sanders, I do subscriber giveaways every month for my subscribers, and he won a D&D 5e player's handbook. And I'll be shipping it out to him next week. I usually do giveaways every month for the subscribers, and also for everyone. There's a lot of other stuff I give away too, so tons of stuff. You can see how much stuff I've given away. Just look at the winners list down there, and it'll tell you.
So based on you guys' travel into the Spire before, about how many rations do you guys recommend?
Our last trip there was 4 days, although it was cut a little short because we wanted to come back and sell some maps and resupply. So I'd say, yeah, no more than 10 rations should be plenty.
Zaybacher, Sat, thank you
Just
very
in
much. I appreciate your sub. Truly
Okay,
appreciate
sounds
it.
good, thank you.
Thank you very much. So anything you guys need at the Gates Market, fine, not a problem at all. If you guys need any potions, you can go down to Seffen's, and you can get potions there for whatever the books cost, 50 gold basically. Everybody should also have 5. Oh, well, Kade and Vhey would probably have a little bit. So would you guys should also have some of the ointment charges also. That stuff is super powerful.
Yeah,
So
that
I let everyone start with some of that. It is very OP.
I do see some ointment. Now, during combat, is that applicable during combat, or is that something for like after combat?
I think it takes if it takes an action, you should be able to use it. Let's take a look at it.
Check out the section called Attack of Opportunities.
Yeah, for sure.
And get familiar with that before you do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, right under
on.
core rulebook, 2 under core rulebook, it'll say Attack of Opportunities. Here it is, right here. Yeah, get familiar with this because Pathfinder is the king of Attack of Opportunities. You can literally get an attack of.
On that a little bit, but,
Yeah, you can get attack of opportunity for picking something up. I mean, it's pretty crazy. But it's actually kind of realistic.
With reach, I get attacked.
Yeah, you sure do.
All right, so I'd like to go pick up 2 healing potions, just cause.
Okay. So you head over to Sinford's, I think his name was. Sefford's. Hello.
Yeah, that guy.
You know I love playing this guy.
Yeah.
Hello, my.
And I walk right back out.
Ooh, are you? Are you one of those? Ooh, You're one of those Hell Knights, aren't you? I've seen you patrolling around before.
Yes, but my lady does not like us to speak of that, so I'm just here to pick up some healing potions for her, and I'll be on my way.
How many do you need?
I'll be taking 2 today, and I'll be paying the normal discounted price.
The Hell Knight discount price you asked for, I see. That is 50 gold apiece. So that would be a grand total of 100 gold pieces. Yeah, nothing provokes attacks of opportunity in 5e except for leaving someone's reach. That is the only thing that provokes attacks of
Alright, so the
opportunity.
best way to haggle in this game. I tell you what, you give those 2 to me for 75 gold pieces, and I'll put in a good word for you. How about that?
I don't know if I could do that. These things, they take a lot of materials to craft there. Who is your name? Who is your sergeant? Maybe I should.
I guess I'd have to pull the name out of my hat.
Yeah, go ahead and pull that name out because I think I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have to ask your sergeant to see if yeah. Usually I saw you running around in a Hell Knight uniform.
By the book, this guy is.
That's highly illogical.
So who's the meanest sergeant that I know, David?
That would be a we'll call him Sergeant Timberlake.
Yeah, so my sergeant is Sergeant Timberlake. Are you sure that you want to go talk to him about anything?
No,
Ever?
Sergeant Timberlake. He's a pretty crafty fellow. I had some problems with him at one time several months back. Something about these kids. They broke down my fence out there, and you can see that my fence is still broken. You Hell Knights, you never did nothing for me, so why should I give you... I guess if I don't, you guys will just bully me into oblivion like you do the other shopkeepers, right? I mean, this is just utterly ridiculous. You coming in here and throwing the Hell Knights word around all over my store. You know, I own this place, you know.
And who protects it?
Sometimes I think me. What about my fence out there? What's your name? What's your name, Hell Knight?
Aberdeen Dunkington.
Your name is Aberdeen Dunkington? You're not Aberdeen Dunkington, he's the town drunk!
Oh, that's so good.
So you do pay attention. I'm
Aberdeen
glad to hear. I'll be
Dunkington.
reporting back to my sergeant now that you actually do pay attention to what goes on in town.
Aberdeen owes me money. You're not Aberdeen Dunkington. Who are you? I'm gonna go get the Hell Knights. I don't even know. I don't even know if you're part of the Hell Knights anymore. You might be one of those evil doppelgangers. One of those evil doppelgangers.
See, now you're just making things up.
I'm not
What's a
making things up.
doppelganger?
You're telling me that you're Aberdeen Dunkington and Aberdeen Dunkington. He owes me money. I know who Aberdeen Dunkington is. He hangs out over at the Jeweler for Arms.
You completely misheard me. You completely misheard me. I'm sorry. I know Aberdeen Dunkington. He also owes me money. Isn't that what you asked about?
No, you're trying to talk me into 75 gold for 2 potions. That's illogical.
Well, I could possibly pay 80.
I think I think the price is gonna have to stay 100 gold, my friend. Now you can go ahead and if you want to give me one more parlay with that, and maybe do let's do some kind of check, and maybe
Usually
you
it's a
could
bluff check.
Yeah, it would be a bluff check, and I'll go ahead and do I guess a sense motive check. So I'll do a sense motive. And what are you parlaying? Oh my goodness.
Charisma. Whee!
So why do you want these potions
So
at
this
such
is
a...
your last chance, my friend.
Yes.
I can give you 80 gold pieces, and I'll take the 2 potions, and I swear I will put in a word for you for my sergeant, and we will get that fence fixed. I know how important that fence is to you.
What do you tell me what your name is first? Because you are not Aberdeen Dungerton. You tell me what your name is. You can
I
let
thought
me...
we've already cleared up the Aberdeen Dungerton thing. I
But
know
I'm looking
Dan,
for
and
your
yes, he
name
owes me money as
because
well.
I'm gonna ask Sergeant Timberlake about my fence, and I want my fence done. I'll tell you what, tough guy, I'm gonna give you these 2 potions for 85 gold, and I want my fence. Those little rat bastard kids out there destroying my fence 2 months ago when Sergeant Timberlake told me that he was going to get that thing fixed, and he never did. This is just unacceptable. And I pay outrageous taxes here to live here in Fort Inevitable. So what the hell what have you done for me lately? I pay my fees, I pay my taxes, I pay my tithes.
Well, I tell you what. One of my other things that I was coming over here to do was to get descriptions of these kids that destroyed your fence. What we're going to do is find these kids, and we're going to punish them.
They're out there playing right now. There's no need to paint. They're out there on my fence right now. They're still playing on the fence.
Oh.
I'm gonna cast
Damn it.
fireball on these little rat bastards. I'll show them who the master is around here. I'll just cast fireball, and then I'll just light this whole place up. So if you don't get my fence fixed, Captain Timberlake, you better tell him that I'm gonna blow this place up for 15 gold. This place is gonna...
He's the guy from The Office.
From The Office. What, the TV show?
Have you seen my
Listen to my
stapler?
radio with a
Office
reasonable
Space,
volume.
yeah, that's it.
Oh, I've never
Have you
watched
seen my
that place.
stapler?
I've never watched that show. I heard it was
He
funny though,
threatened
but
to burn the place.
did he really?
I'm
gonna-
face down.
I'm gonna burn this
Yeah,
place
burn the
down.
thing
Let me tell you something. I'm gonna burn this whole fort in heaven. Well, I better not say that too loud. But I'm telling you, I'll give you these for 85 this
I'm
time.
sorry, was that a threat to burn down the entire fort? Is that what you said?
You're done tooting. It's not a threat. It was a promise. And I don't even know your name still. So I'm gonna tell your boss that you owe me a fence. So you go tell Timberlake that his fence, and that's it. I'm done with you. And he starts to shoo you out of his office, well, out of his shop with 2 potions in your hand, and he takes your
All right.
85 gold. No, tell those kids to get off my property. I tell them every day, and they just mock me. They make fun of me and call me Nasal Man. That's not nice. The kids these days, rat bastards.
All right, well, I will do him a favor. I'll shoo the kids off. I
All
can
right.
use Intimidate for that, right?
Oh yeah. The kids they know who you are, so the kids kind of disperse, call you a couple, pig name and stuff, so they disperse.
Get off his lawn!
I'm gonna blow this
I know
place
who
up
your
for
mothers
15
are.
gold. I'm gonna burn this bitch down. All right, so you get your you had a successful bluff check versus my sense motive. So hey, I like it. You get 15. You saved a couple gold. It's not right. Move my fence fixed.
Say
Do you need to
50
use my
gold, a good
mask?
performance.
Nice mask. Hey, is that a white van I see outside the window? Have you ever watched that movie Heat? That's what
Is that
Sandman
that
reminds
fast
me
truck
of.
again?
Is that a white
It's
van
got,
parked in your
it's
driveway?
got really
Leopold,
dark
thank you very
windows,
much,
too.
man. I appreciate it, Leopold.
I actually do have a white van with dark tinted windows in my driveway.
You happen to have a mask with 3 holes, one for the mouth, 2 for the eyes.
The greatest NPC
Actually, I
shopkeeper
do.
ever.
And
Thanks.
When we get a break, I'll go grab that.
Thanks, Leopold. I appreciate it. Nice. Thank you. Alright, so what else are you guys doing?
Actually, I can probably
Anything
get my wife
else?
to go get it.
Nice.
I love Sefford. That's like one of my favorite NPCs. I remember the first time I introduced them to the party, they were like, "What in the hell?"
Yeah. He's quite the character.
That is-
He's funny. He's good. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah,
I'm going to go ahead and head back to the Jeweler for Arms.
Okay. Yeah, Vhey's there. She's still there. Kade's there. They already have their supplies. Not sure. I
heading
guess
back as well.
Aberdeen went out as well.
I went. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm heading back though.
Okay.
I went with 0 fans, so we're gonna walk back.
Zero fun. I love it. Uh-oh. What's Kenshi doing?
You gotta shut the.
Oh my gosh!
He's
Wow.
The Punisher. We know who the Punisher is now.
I must confess, I was the
Maybe he
gunman on
killed
the
the
grassy
Punisher and
knoll.
took the mask.
Yeah, he could have done that too.
Yeah.
I won't be wearing that. It's way too hot.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you should see what I wore the other night to do the recap as an owl bear. Oh my goodness, that was crazy. I had an owl mask on with a bear, an actual real bear hood on, and bear paws, and an eye patch because his name is Wilbur. He's in my 13th age game, and he's the captain's
That is
first
awesome.
mate.
Oh my god.
So yeah, it's pretty crazy.
That was funny.
That was
like
pretty
that.
good. Then he says, "Bye-bye, everyone," because he can't spick a lick of common, but at the end he'll go, "Bye-bye." And he said seagulls because he loves seagull. He loves to eat seagulls.
You're gonna have to get an outfit for all your NPCs.
I'm gonna have to, but that's just so expensive, man. So expensive, but so worth it.
Just a hat. Everybody wears a unique hat.
I don't know. All right, so everybody is back congregated at the Jeweler. What do you guys think?
I'm ready to get to it.
I'm ready if y'all are ready.
I am absolutely ready. I can take point.
Kade, you've been quiet. What say you, Kade?
Oh.
You've been quiet for a while.
And waiting for everybody to return with their supplies, and V and I are ready, so if everybody's ready, then we should head off.
No, all right. Well, you're going to travel northeast to the Spire, so it's just just about an hour's walk. You dodge the Hell Knight patrol, and you get to the Spire. Now, where do you want to go in the Spire? Do you want to go back down to the level where the giant iron ladders were hanging off of the side, to where you descend down into the deeper depths, or where would you like to go?
Well, as we are going to go to that stairway, of course, I want to
Yeah.
point out the symbols.
Oh, very good. Yeah, let me down below, everybody, between the avatars up here, you're going to notice that there are these green symbols that say 1, 2, 4, and 6 under them. And I'll let Vhey. And this is what she has on like on those maps that she showed you. These symbols were actually on those maps.
All right. There were a few things that did not tell you guys while we were in town about what we're doing here. There's a couple of wizards that we're also looking for while we're here. And there's some money to be made if we find them. Now, the last we heard, they are still alive and are...
At least one, though. We don't
Yeah,
know
at
about
least
the
one.
other.
Right. Who knows? We found several the mutilated bodies and we thought it might have been them, but then we came across this very creepy undead bone priest who mentioned something about one of them, or maybe possibly both, still being alive down below. There's good to be money to be made finding those two wizards. Now, we know that they were also searching for the meaning to these runes. And I point to this rune on the wall. Here on the stairs, we see the number 1 rune. And Glad Dog, he was able to discern that's what this means. This is the number 1. Which makes sense, because this is the first floor. And below, on the next floor, we find a symbol that refers to number 2, so that starts to make sense. We know that they were trying to determine a way to teleport from floor to floor, and we think that this might be the only way possible to get to other floors. Now, we know that we can take the staircase to get to the next level below. Another thing that we're here for, which is what your previous boss, Mr. Boss, was after, and that is the crown skull. We know that it's here in the Spire somewhere.
The crown
And-
skull.
Yeah. And speaking to one of the priests here in Fort Inevitable, she thinks that it is the cause of the undead that have been being produced in this area, and I'm sure you're aware of it being in the area.
Yeah, the undead
Attacking
were
traveler vibes.
attacking, and that's why the Hell Knights are out in cavalry now. And plus, you've actually had some undead attacks on the fort itself. Nothing successful, but zombies, skeletons, wights, just minor stuff like that. No lich or anything. Yeah, exactly, Regis.
I don't know if she's good for it or not. And when I look at Kenchi and Zerafan and say, you probably know better, but she is willing to pay 15,000 gold for that crown skull.
She's a very hard taskmaster, but she is good. Her word is very good.
And that is our prize.
But if and
Certain.
when we do find it, I'm just gonna say before we hand it over to anybody or do anything with it, I would like to examine it beforehand.
I agree with Kate. It might be worth more than 15,000 gold.
I agree with you, Cade, but for a different reason. It also could be something completely dangerous, and that might be something that we would not want anybody to have.
Well, 15,000 gold is something I'd like to have, so we'll have to figure that out when
You
we
and
get
me
to it.
both.
Aberdeen's having some technical issues right now, it looks like. Can you imagine what he would say over 15,000 gold? Holy Christ.
I guess it's a good thing that Aberdeen is completely drunk and can't understand what we're talking about. Right
He's
now.
in a drunken stupor right now.
He's
3,000 gold apiece. Yeah, you could.
Yeah, he's hit the internet barrier. It's beating him.
That's my.
These are things I didn't want to
Damn.
discuss in town, of course. Aberdeen,
I
I'm
can
not
understand
sure.
why you didn't want to discuss it in town.
Aberdeen, I'm not sure if you can distinguish what these symbols mean, but our previous clerk was able to determine what it meant. So I can show you so far the symbols on this wall, and I pull out my map and showing level 2, that symbol. And we also found 2 scrolls, one on the upper floor and one on the lower floor, that had these other symbols on it, which are 4 and 6. We're not sure what they mean yet, but I think it will hold the clues to teleporting from room to room, and may be able to get us to the lower floors. Alright, well, hopefully we'll find some more and we'll get to test your intellect. Alright, and then I guess we'll proceed down to the next floor.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
I
ahead
take
and-
a moment to show them the spire in that room, with the symbol for the number 2, and then I will show them the pit.
Okay. I'm gonna take time to strap on my spiked shield and my take out my longsword.
Can everyone see the new map?
I do see it. I'm confused.
Yes.
All right.
Is this down the pit?
This is yeah. This is. Do you want to go back to the pit?
No, that's okay. I mean, we climbed down the ladder or whatever and got
I
down.
can't see.
You
it.
did, yeah. Let me.
I just see black.
Yeah, it's.
That's funny because I was just about to ask where our light source is.
Well, that's. Let's see. We have. This is an illuminated area, so everyone should see something.
Yeah, mouse down to the bottom left-hand corner.
Well, I have dark.
Yeah, I'm
vision,
pulling.
so-
I'm pulling down. I'm pulling everybody down. So does everybody see where you're at on the map? Anybody?
Yeah, when you
I
made
do.
whatever change you made, I see now.
Okay.
It's all black to me.
Hmm. Do you see now?
There we go. I have
Okay.
vision.
All right. Everyone's a good. Everybody's a good. Everybody's good. Everybody's a go.
We're all good.
Yeah.
Okay. So this is what has happened. Vhey has taken you to a very large well, a very large hole, about I would say 30 foot across, and 30 at its widest portion, and 30 foot from top. From 30 foot, basically 30 foot. Now, there's a large steel ladder that has descended down into darkness. Well, everyone took several minutes, climbed down this ladder, and at the bottom of this ladder, in a small room, there was a dead spider, a dead blue tint type of spider. Vhey and Kade inform you that it is a moon spider, which they have been. You all know that moon spiders do dwell in the Echo Wood, so that there's no big news there. But there's a dead spider turned on the back of its carapace with its legs sticking up in the air. Several wounds, and this is actually one of the. This is one of the spiders that was actually killed and fell down, a nice 50 to 60 foot drop. So, as you leave this chamber, it does have a few twisty corridors, goes down another couple flights of stairs, and this is where you emerge. You emerge into this room. It is dimly lit. The walls are made of a nice dressed stone block, covered in plaster, painted. You can also see that there are several murals painted on the walls also. The floors are nice floor tiles once you get past the stairs. They're large, very nice, dwarvish type of floor tiles. Illumination, you can see that there's small oil lamps, spaced out evenly, basically illuminating this entire area.
What are the murals of?
Just different things. There's a sort of like a female standing proud, sort of like her foot up on an anvil, just just really proud, sort of like a
Captain Morgan.
yeah, like a captain of a ship or something, just standing there proud, chest all pumped out, and that
So,
type
like,
of a
general
pose.
Themes,
Yeah.
Not like battle themes or scenes of death
No.
or anything like that.
No, just
general
different
stuff.
things. Yeah, something like that, and of just murals of the lands and whatnot. Well, freshly, I mean, this is nothing that doesn't look like it's been here for century after century. This definitely looks like it's probably been painted recently.
Well, that's very odd. I would not expect such artistry.